Welcome to my radio theater production of my novel.
October 1933, before the worst of the Depression's teeth had sunk all the way in, when a man could still feed his family if he worked the land right and didn't ask for much. Jacob Stubbins, folks called him Papa, had taken his daughter hunting every autumn since she was 9. She'd carried the game bag, learned to read a rain-soft track well enough to call a buck's age off the split in its dew claw, learned to sit so still a doe would graze 20 feet from her boots. But she'd never fired the rifle at anything bigger than a squirrel. That was the rule, and Papa never needed to say it twice. A Stubbins didn't take a deer before. 13. Ray hadn't, Papa hadn't, nor his papa before him. You earned the trigger by waiting for it. Today, Jesse was 13.
Papa, something's moving.
I see him buck deer. 6-pointer, you got a clear shot.
I think so.
Don't chase it with the sight. Let it come to you. Breathe, wait. Now ya got a choice, Jess. Ya can take the shot or ya can let him walk. No shame in mercy. Either way, ya'll live with it.
What if I miss?
Then we go hungry tonight. But you pull that trigger. You finish what you start. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Then decide.
I'm ready.
Then take him. Good girl, now we go finish it.
They found the buck 30 yards from where she'd shot him. The bullet had caught him in the chest, but not clean. He was dying, but it wasn't quick. His legs kicked weakly. His breath came in wet gasps.
Papa, I thought it would be quick.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. That's why we finish what we start. Come here, Jess. Ya know what to do. Do just like your brother Ray did 6 years back on this same bank.
Papa, I don't know if I can.
You can, and you will. You took his life when you pulled that trigger. Now you gotta see it through. Can't leave him to suffer just because it's hard for you. Quick and clean, Jesse. That's the mercy we owe. One hand on the neck to steady. Blade across the throat, deep. Don't hesitate. Hesitating just makes it worse.
I'm sorry, dear, but we have to eat.
Now, Jess, do it now.
The deer died in 7 seconds, but Jessie would carry those 7 seconds for the rest of her life.
You did right, but that ain't the end of it. Now you gotta clean it, you killed it, you gotta dress it. That's the way.
He showed her where to make the first cut, how to reach inside and pull everything free, how to separate what you keep from what you leave for the crows. Her hands were covered in blood to the wrists, dark red, almost black.
Come here, Jess, now wash up.
She scrubbed until her hands were clean, but she could still feel it. The warmth, the weight, the life leaving.
Will it always feel like this?
Like what?
Heavy, like I'm carrying something.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to teach you. You take a life, you carry it, even when it's needful. Even when it's just, you carry it. This rifle's been in the family 40 years. It'll be here 40 more, God willing. Long as there's a Stubbins on this land, this gun stays with us.
Even after you're gone, Papa.
Especially after I'm gone. Remember, Jesse, you finish what you start. You carry what you kill, always.
I'll remember, Papa.
She did remember. For the next 7 years, through everything that came after, she remembered. You finish what you start. You carry what you kill, words to live by or words to die by, depending on how you look at it.
Blood on the Dogwood. Episode 1, The Lesson. Written by Martin Francom. Featuring Jesse Stubbins, Ray Stubbins, Lauren Stubbins, Andy Warlord, and Seth Mose with Papa, and young Jesse in the cold open. The following program contains depictions of violence and death. Listener discretion is advised. The novel is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble online.
July 1940, 7 years later. The Great Depression had Georgia by the throat. Banks were failing, farms were dying. Men who'd worked their whole lives were losing everything to the tax collector. And the auctioneers gathered. The Stubbins farm, 300 acres of red clay and pine, was barely holding on. The taxes were due, $47. Might as well have been 400. Jesse Stubbins, now 20, sits on the porch steps, whittling a piece of cedar. The shavings curl onto her boots, men's work boots, too large, laced tight. Out in the yard, Ray Stubbins, 26, throws a canvas tarp over the bed of the Ford truck and yanks a knot tight.
That rope's fraying, Ray.
It'll hold. It has to hold.
Ray wipes his face with a rag, already gray with grease. He walks to the porch rail, picks up the tax notice, stares at it.
2 weeks up at Candletop, hauling timber for the Dockery boys. Should clear 50, if the truck don't quit and the creek don't rise.
Creek ain't risen in 6 months. You got enough water.
Plenty.
Spare fan belt.
Got 2.
Extra oil.
I'll be all right, Jess. I've done this run before.
Not in this heat, you ain't.
I know, but we're out of choices.
A battered green pickup skids to a stop beside Ray's Ford. Andy Warlord hops out, moving with easy confidence.
How'd you be, Andy?
Heading for the high country, leaving us sinners down here to sweat it out in the hellfire. Huh, Ray?
Somebody's got to pay the tax man, Andy. Unless you got $50 buried in a mason jar somewhere.
Brother, if I had $50, I'd be halfway to Savannah by now.
He pulls out a silver flask, the cap unscrews.
One for the road. Keep that radiator cool.
Why, thank you kindly, Andy. Don't mind if I do.
Don't you worry about a thing. I'll keep an eye on the place. Check in on the ladies. Make sure the foxes don't get into the hen house.
Jesse stops whittling, looks at Andy with cold eyes.
We don't need you for that.
Little sister, always a ray of sunshine, ain't you? You just make that money. I'll make sure Lureen don't get too lonesome.
You're a good man, Andy. I truly appreciate it.
Foxes already got in.
What's that?
Nothing.
Well, I best be going, got fences to mend. You need anything, little sister. You know where I am.
Ray goes inside, Jesse follows. Above the cold fireplace mantel hangs the Winchester, a model 1894, lever action 30-30. The same rifle Papa left them, wood worn smooth by 3 generations of hands, the initials JRS carved near the butt plate. Ray takes it down, checks the action.
I'm leaving this.
I don't need it. I got the shotgun for snakes.
This ain't for snakes. It's for, well, it's just for sure.
He looks toward the bedroom door, cracked open. Through it, Lureen sleeps, a second fan pushing hot air in lazy circles.
She gets lonely, Jess. She ain't like us. Grew up in Macon, electric lights, picture shows. The quiet out here, it gets to her.
She's lazy, Ray.
She's delicate. I know she ain't what you'd pick. But I love her, Jess, and I'm asking you, please. You look out for her. Make sure she's all right. Don't let her run off to town and spend money we ain't got.
Jesse looks at the rifle. Then at Ray, she sees the lines around his eyes, how thin he's gotten. Papa's ghost in his face.
I promise.
Jessie sat on those steps and watched the dust settle. She'd seen the way Andy's eyes drifted toward the bedroom door before he left. She'd heard what he didn't say. Ray was a good man, too good maybe. The kind of good that gets a man killed in a world like this. She'd promised to watch out for Lureen. She should have promised to watch out for Ray. Lureen Stubbins appears in the doorway in a thin cotton housecoat, hair mussed, fanning herself, with a movie magazine.
Did he finally leave?
Just now.
heat is killing me. I'm dying out here, Jesse. Slowly suffocating. Bring me some iced tea, would you?
Jessie looks at her for a long moment. She takes her whittling knife and stabs it hard into the cedar stick. It stands upright, quivering,
Get it yourself.
but she went to the kitchen anyway. She had promised. She brought the tea, set it down without a word. Lorene didn't look up from the magazine to take it.
You're just like your brother. Too proud for your own good.
3 days passed, hot still, the kind of heat that makes a person do stupid things. Jessie started noticing things, small things, wrong things.
Cigarette butt, store-bought tobacco.
She looks out into the yard. The pines are dark and still. Someone had been on the porch while they slept. That same day, she found the barn latch open. Papa's rule, never leave the barn open. Foxes get in, coyotes get in, worse things get in. Jessie enters with a bucket, stops. Things don't look right. Nothing stolen, nothing hurt. But things had been moved. A saddle shifted. The rake against the wrong wall. Small things. Deliberate things a message. I can get in whenever I want. That evening, Jessie walks the fence line with a shotgun broken open over her arm.
Tobacco smoke.
She looks toward the woods. A shadow moves there. Seth Amos, Judge Thaddeus Amos's son. 30 years old, drunk more often than sober, living off his daddy's money and his daddy's name. He'd been watching the farm, watching Lorene.
Get off this land, Seth Amos.
That's Ray's land you're standing on, girl. I'm on mine.
You step on Ray's land and I'll put you in the ground.
Ya got fire, little sister. I like that. Your brother ain't here to protect you, girl. Heard he's up on Candletop. Dangerous work, hauling logs. Awful lot of accidents happen up there. Be a shame if he didn't come back. And that pretty sister-in-law of his must get awful lonesome out here. All alone, in that big empty house. Maybe I should stop by, keep her company. Make sure she's safe. Can't watch her every minute, can you? Sweet dreams, little sister.
He didn't come back that night, but now she knew. He wasn't just watching, he was hunting. Day 10. Tuesday, July the 21st. The heat had been building for 10 days straight, pressing down like a hand over a mouth. Even the cicadas had gone quiet, too exhausted to sing. 3 in the afternoon, the hottest part of the day. Jessie in the garden sees Lorene slip out of the house, not dressed for garden work. The blue dress with the white collar, lipstick, red as blood. Jessie stood slowly, wiping the dirt from her hands. She should have gone back to weeding. Ray would be home in 4 days. Whatever Lorene was doing wasn't her concern. But unease dropped through her like a stone, the same instinct that told her when a storm was coming or when a fox was in the henhouse. She followed Lorene into the woods. After a mile, she heard voices. A clearing. An old trapper's cabin. 4 walls and a roof, abandoned longer than Jessie's had been alive. The door stood open. Lorene's dress lay draped over a chair on the porch. Jessie circled to the side, found a gap between the logs, and looked in. Lorene on a pallet of old blankets, and she wasn't alone. Seth Amos, Jessie turned away. She'd seen enough. She should leave. Walk back to the farm, and let this be a thing she'd never seen. It wasn't her fight. It wasn't her house to burn down. Then she heard Lorene laugh. Not nervous, not ashamed, happy, and something in Jessie's went quiet and cold.
What the hell?
Jesse?
Jessie stands in the doorway, the Winchester held low across her body. Her face gives nothing away.
Jesse! Jesse! Jesse, it's not! This isn't!
Get dressed, both of you.
Now hold on just a minute. You can't just barge in here like...
I said get dressed.
Seth's hand drops to his gun belt, hanging off a chair by the bed, a Colt .38 still in the holster.
Ya threatening me, girl? Ya know who my daddy is. Ya know what happens to people who cross the Amos family.
I know, get dressed and get out, both of you.
It was fast, faster than she expected. Jesse crosses the distance in 2 steps, swinging the Winchester like a club. The stock catches Seth across the jaw. He staggers, drops the revolver. It hits the floor. They struggle. He's bigger, stronger. The rifle twists between them.
Ya crazy bitch.
He lets go of the rifle, bends for the Colt on the floor. Jesse gets there first.
Don't.
Seth freezes, half crouched, a thin line of blood at his split lip.
You're gonna regret this, my daddy.
He lunges, not for the gun this time, for her throat. The Colt bucks in her hand. Seth stops mid-lunge, looks down at the red spreading under his shirt.
You shot me.
He takes 1 step back, falls. He doesn't move again.
Oh God, you killed him! You killed him!
Jessie stands there, the smoking revolver in her hand.
He attacked me, you saw it. He went for his gun, it was self-defense.
Something shifts behind Lureen's eyes, a calculation.
No, that's not what happened.
Lureen.
You followed me here. You kicked in the door. You threatened us. And Seth tried to defend himself. And you shot him.
That's not.
Who do you think they'll believe? Me, Ray's wife? Or you? Some wild farm girl who followed me into the woods with a rifle and murdered a man?
I was defending myself.
Doesn't matter. You think Sheriff Briscoe cares about the truth? You think Judge Amos is gonna believe you killed his son in self-defense? You're a Stubbins. Seth was an Amos. That's all they need to know.
Then tell them the truth. Tell them what you were doing here.
Tell them I was having an affair, ruin myself to save you. Why would I do that?
Because it's the truth.
The truth doesn't matter. I'll tell them you followed me here because you were jealous that you shot Seth when he tried to stop you from hurting me.
You wouldn't.
I will. And you know what? They'll believe me. You're the one holding the gun, Jesse. You're the one with blood on your hands, not me.
Something in Jessie went still. The fear evaporated. The gray quiet, the same stillness Papa had shown her, all those years ago at the creek, settled over her like frost. The world went muffled, distant, underwater.
You best run.
Jessie follows her out. The chase begins. Lureen ran toward Devil's Throat. She didn't know the land, didn't know the ridge ended in nothing but air and darkness. She just ran, and Jessie followed. Next time on Blood on the Dogwood, Episode 2, Devil's Throat. A woman falls, a brother returns. And the price of loyalty is written in blood and broken promises.
Blood on the Dogwood was written by Martin Francom. This episode featured Jesse Stubbins, Ray Stubbins, Lureen Stubbins, Andy Warlord, and Seth Amos, with Papa and young Jesse in the cold open. Sound design and music from the public domain. Directed by Martin Francom. For resources and support regarding domestic violence, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. Or, if you're experiencing thoughts of harming yourself or others, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988. The novel is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble online. Join us next time for Episode 2, Devil's Throat.